What is going on, folks? Welcome to another episode, 9 Nerd Yards. What's up, Nerd Nation? If you were looking for a show where Pedro
It's here.
Pascal saves a girl
It's
from
here.
the rest of the world and saves a child from the rest of the world, well, look no further. We have the Mandalorian. We're not talking about The Last of Us, even though they have similar plot lines and they have Pedro Pascal. We're talking about the Mandalorian season 3, Apostate, not prostate, Apostate. Let's introduce the panel and let's kick this episode off. You know her, your lover, newest member of 9 Nerd Nation. It's Kirsten Cobb. What's up, Kirsten?
Producer T interrupting my shit. Hi. Oh, I'm good. How are you guys?
We're great.
Doing
We are great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I am supposed to be Grogu. I have my little Yoda earrings.
There we
Slightly
are.
Grogu, but Grogu
Wait,
nonetheless.
I'm not that late.
So-
Let's get it.
So you're a Hogu. All right, that's great.
Hogu.
Or the Mandalorian, whatever you want to call me.
The Daddy Lorian over there. Well, you know him, you love him. Straight out of the mean streets of Denver, Colorado. We're happy to get him on here before he flies out to Turkey. It's producer T, the professional nerd hater, aka producer terrorizer. What is happening over there in your neck of the woods?
I thought I was super late to this. I just finished wrapping up the episode. I was like, well, let me
Oh, we were
get
waiting.
on, like the last 20 minutes or so and give my opinion. Yeah, get through here.
You made it, Justin.
On. I can't see shit right now. It's all blurry.
Good. You don't need to see
Oh,
shit. We
wow.
just need to see you. Yeah. And you know him, you love him. The reason we are all here. So we say the reason for the season. El Capitan, El Presidente. He is the knight of all nerds. It's 9. What's happening, baby?
Oh, you know what? I'm just chilling with my dark saber. How are you guys doing?
Oh. Mandalorian over there, huh?
Representing.
Let's hop right into this episode. Let's kick it off to our supreme nerd leader when it comes to all things Star Wars, Kirsten. Kirsten, what did you think about this episode? I think we all have one thought about this episode that we're all probably going to agree to, and then a few that we might, but like there's one in particular I think we all agree to. But what did you think about this episode?
I thought it was an awesome start. Short, but great.
Absolutely.
I mean, that opening scene was just badass. Just Mando flying in and just taking down a creature. Like that's what you want. Like that's
Right.
an opener. That's how you bring Mando back.
Give me a baptism
Absolutely.
and a big old alligator from Lake
Right?
Placid, and we're kicking off the episode.
Did
When
you
I
guys?
got confused because I thought like it was going back in time at
I
first.
thought it was
I
going.
thought
did
it was
too.
a flash.
I did
I thought it was a
too.
flashback.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Actual facts.
Mhm.
9, what'd you think about this episode?
It was great. I think we
Yeah.
just needed a longer one. You know, now
That's
I
what
gotta
she
wait
said,
a whole
yeah.
week just to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. And now I just gotta wait a whole week to get on another episode. I need more Mando now.
No, we all need some more Mando now. Producer T, what did you think about this episode?
Oh, yeah. I mean, besides it being like a little too short, I enjoyed it. I was kind of disappointed in all those like Mandalorian warriors getting ate up by that alligator. I was
Right?
just like, how fucking strong is this alligator's armor? Like they put bombs on the back too. I was just like, toss a bomb in its mouth, people. Toss a
Mhm.
bomb in its mouth so it could swallow it and blow up. Why don't y'all do that?
That was a
Well-
bit ridiculous.
But
Why did they?
one thing I'm happy about is that they're setting up to bring back what is it? Is he IG-13?
IG-88? IG-11? IG-11, right?
He one of the I forgot his IG number. I just know he's an IG
IG-88.
robot, and I'm glad they're bringing him back. That
Yeah.
I was so sad when he died because I was like, he is like just a killer. He's a good killer, and I love
He's a
him.
good
Just, like,
killer, yeah.
Shoot him in the back, shoot him around, like just it was amazing.
Yeah.
I want to see him kill people again.
It's
Mhm.
also, what's his name? Taika Waititi. So the fact that he was voiced by him, like, even has me more invested even
right.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taika.
Yeah, I think we all agree. This was too short of an episode. Give me a longer one. But if you're just going to give me a little appetizer to start off the season, you're gonna have to bring it for these next few episodes. I'm gonna say,
Mhm.
but I did enjoy it. I enjoyed again the huge alligator. I enjoyed Apollo Creed in here. You know,
What is the high?
Supreme High, super
The
high.
High
magistrate.
magistrate, the high
Yeah,
magistrate.
yeah,
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
magistrate.
High is the
No,
key
he's
word
not,
there.
not the magistrate. He's the high magistrate.
High
It's
magistrate.
because he's black and he's high, or it's just because he wants that title.
Put some steak on that
'cause he
name.
just wants
I
that
don't know.
title. I was like, there's no other magistrates there. Why are you the high?
Yeah.
He definitely Birdmaned everybody. Was like, put some respect on my name. Like it's high magistrate.
Did you guys
for
notice
facts.
like the little robots
Yeah.
that were carrying his fucking... I was like, okay,
Bro,
man.
I was
This
just
guy
mad
needs
that
to
they
chill
weren't,
the
like,
fuck out.
living-
His
I was like,
budget
do
on
we
that
have like
planet
living midget monsters doing that, or is they robots?
Right. When they clanked down the stairs, I was
Oh,
like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
There's like 2 garbage cans just rolling down behind him. It's so
Right?
sad.
Yeah. I'm like, that sounds painful. I'm not even a droid, but that sounds painful right there.
Right.
That probably shouldn't happen. But yeah, we're back with the full gang. We got Grogu. We got some setup.
Not the full gang. I love how they kind of just wrote Cara Dune off, which we all knew.
Yeah.
Like,
I like how they casually mentioned it too. They like
Like, she's
she
off world, bro.
acknowledged it. It's not like they just never wanted to speak of her. Oh, she got a promotion. She's just
Right, she's off world. Yeah, they off worlded her. What if they said that when they fire people? Like, we didn't fire them, we off worlded them. You know,
You're right.
I'm surprised they didn't get like really mad. Like she fell into a volcano.
Yeah.
That's what
Just get
Disney
another like
wishes-
Sarlacc pit to throw
Yeah,
characters in.
like they
It's
could have
like,
written her
okay.
off worse. It was like
Yeah.
they made it seem like she got a new better job. I would have been like, she fell into a fucking volcano and like she shit out her bones. It was terrible.
It's gotta be the dumbest way to fumble a bag. Like
Right.
all you have to do is just shut the fuck up.
And
Like-
then not double down. You have
Right, not double down.
You're like, fuck it.
No.
Here's the thing. I was a
Disney
huge
will
Gina,
bend to me.
Gina Carano fan when she was fighting in Strike Force, and I've always been a fan of her. And so when I found out what happened, I was like, well, I'm not surprised, because she's also too like, I listened to her interview she went on Rogan's podcast last year, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh, I mean, I get it. You got to hold your values and you hold true to what you want to do, but also too, it's like sort of an attitude of like, well, I'm going to say these things, and who's going to stop? Like physically, who's going to stop me? Like she's a fighter, and she's only lost one fight to Cyborg Santos, and Cyborg Santos is beastly. So like technically, like it's like the bully. Like you're like, oh, you should shut up. And you're like, well, what are you gonna do? He's like, well, nothing. But like, don't say that. But like, they get what happens is Hollywood gets to off-world you. So that's what happens actually.
Yeah, and
in
it's
the world
like,
of
hold on to your values, but if your values suck, you can still have to deal with those consequences.
Yeah.
She blocked me on Twitter for some reason. I had like
What?
400 followers, and I called her a dumb bitch. And I got like,
Who's the hater now?
thanks for that.
Way to fumble the bag.
Well, we have our off-worlded friend, and then we're just sort of introduced to some other characters. So it's like, what was Homegirl's name? The one that makes all the stuff. The
armorer.
Oh, the armor.
The armorer. Yeah,
Back.
full
Yeah,
of her
she's like,
wisdom, full of her snarky wisdom toward Mando, who she despises at this point.
Yeah, he can come in and just like save the whole gang, but you know what? Fuck you.
She's
took
also
off
like,
your
fuck
helmet.
you.
And you know what I thought was funny about this scene here is that I was waiting because they get that like glass of water or like the cup of water, and then they are about to make this boy
About to
girl?
baptize a little boy.
I don't know what to like. Were they going to like just pour the water over? I thought he was about to drink it, and I was going to be like, okay, I want to see how they go about drinking this stuff, or like even eating or doing anything in front of other Mandalorians. Because how do you do it?
It looked like a baptism, bro. It looked like there was
a
no baptism
Pour it
with the,
over.
with put the water over his head, bro. Which is sort of symbolic of like the fact that this is what Mando needs to do on his homeland
Mhm.
to kind of clear his name.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to know how many extras stole their outfit. Or do you think that these extras
You'd
were
never
like professional cosplayers and they did like a calling for everybody who had like a Mandalorian
Well, they're
outfit and they're like, come on
501st.
and be on the show?
I
Would you-
know
Yeah.
Disney contracts out to the 501st a lot. They are a huge cosplay unit.
Mhm.
There's a couple thousand of them now.
wow.
And they make screen accurate costumes, including Mandalorian costumes. So when Disney needs like extra stormtroopers, they contract out to them because they
Yeah,
just
so
know.
that's what I was saying. I was like, are these
It's a lot.
extras or do you think these are the cosplay people?
I think
'Cause
they're
I would definitely be
cosplay.
stealing my outfit.
There they
Yeah.
are, the Legion. They're so cool. It's so hard to get in though. Your shit has to be
It
so.
is.
Have you applied?
Yeah, that
Kirsten?
looks so
I
legitimate.
tried for Sana Staros, who is a Legends character from like the books in the comics.
Okay.
And I'm so close, but I'm just like a slight bit off because there's
Is it
so
because
many
they're
of her.
all white?
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
Oh.
heard they had some problems with racism in the past.
It sounds racist.
maybe, but I think I think it's because there's so many versions of her costume that if it's just a little bit off, they just ding you for it. But maybe it is a little bit of racism. That's why they keep dinging me. I don't know. We're gonna keep it up. We're gonna keep trying.
I mean, it is literally like a fascist cosplay regime, so, so it's kind of on brand.
And put it on my
It's intergalactic KKK. Like I don't know. I mean,
I mean,
they're all white.
they're
so-
the intergalactic Nazis. Like,
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to join the Nazis. Thank you. You. Bad idea.
Well,
I was
we-
just
we
wondering,
know what-
'cause, like, I would have definitely just walked away with the outfit that day if I was just a regular extra on set. They can't,
Mhm.
you can't put me in Star Wars or Game of Thrones or nothing. I'm taking a costume.
Also, too,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
just
look at this.
surprising how many of them. When I saw this, I was like, "Dang, they were able to get a little collective going in a few years."
Yeah.
Like this is
Right, because a lot of them
nice.
got wiped out in the first
Mhm.
first or second season. 'Cause
Right.
She was like,
And so
she was destroying a lot of armor when she was
Mhm.
melting it down. I was like, oh, that's a lot of armor she's melting down.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
They got a whole
So, like-
ragtag. They got a whole bunch of little kids in their little mini Boba Fett outfits and shit.
If you notice here too, yeah, a lot of them are still younglings too. You know,
Yeah,
like she wasn't
younglings.
able to assemble a
Foundlings,
huge.
foundlings, not younglings.
Foundlings.
soundly
Okay.
Younglings are all dead.
important.
They're all
In-
Jedis and they're all dead. That's right. Rest in peace to the younglings.
Anakin
Well,
Skywalker took
except
care
for
of the younglings.
Grogu, he's technically a youngling and he's alive.
He
Yeah.
Is he though? Because he's like 50.
Right. Yeah.
He's still a baby.
all in perspective, Terry. Why you gotta be a nerd hater, Terry? Let the little baby be.
Like, that
I mean,
Anakin
it does
is
like
collecting,
raise some
he's
implications.
about
Like,
to
dude,
start
you're a
collecting
50-year-old
Social
man.
Security soon, or space security, whatever the fuck.
Space security, space credits,
He's Popo.
monthly space credits.
Like,
Um,
what is the cutoff age? Is it an
Imperial
age or
Legion.
is it a height? Like, when does a little kid not be able to get a kid meal anymore? You know, like this is a curious question.
Only kids can get a
I
kid.
don't know.
Right. That's not
Well,
true. That's not true.
I got. So, how old is Yoda in the?
like 900 years old.
900,
bro.
right?
900 when he
Yeah.
finally dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And so, but he seems to be like. So, is Yoda in his prime, or like he was at the end of his life?
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
at the
he
end of
was-
his life in the
So, like, they
Yeah.
have a weird because if like you're 50 and
Yeah.
still a baby, then that's
They be
what?
aging different, bro. They be
That's
aging
different.
different.
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Okay.
Chewbacca is 240
Chewbacca's
something,
old as
I
fuck.
think, in the
Yeah,
newer
he old dude.
trilogy.
I
So-
know who the oldest person in Star Wars chronology is Maz Kanata,
Mhm.
Lupita
yeah.
Nyong'o's character, and she's like 1,000 something years old.
That's why
Yeah.
you need them bifocals, bro. Them trifocals, bro.
Yeah.
Can't be. Them eyes don't work. Ain't got carrots in the intergalactic
Yeah,
star
yeah, yeah.
system. You know what I'm saying?
The little
Yeah. Magnifying your life. But yeah,
I can
we're
see the
introduced-
bitch in you, boy. you scared.
But yeah, I think we all got the switch up at the beginning that it was it a flashback or what? And it's not.
Yeah,
And-
I totally thought it was.
I
did
feel like
too.
since we all thought it was going to be a flashback, or we all thought it was a flashback, it
Yeah.
had to be the intention of the
facts.
show
Yeah,
to actually
completely.
do that. And so when you see Mando's ship come in and that fast ass motherfucker that he got from Boba Fett, or should I say Mandalorian season 2.5.
Yeah.
He just took that bitch over
Planet.
midway through. Yeah, that ship is pretty badass. I was kind of like
And the Blue Starfighter.
mad that he
The Naboo
lost
Starfighter,
the Razor Crest.
I
right?
know.
Yeah, the Razor Crest.
Right, because I'm like, is he still bounty hunting? Because if he
Yeah,
is,
like-
he's not taking them alive anymore.
Yeah.
No.
I was just like, oh, we
He's
can't
just
take
taking
them
the
alive
heads.
anymore, huh?
Yeah.
I was, and it's funny too because in that same token, he said, "I will bring back proof that I bathed in the waters in Mandalore." And I'm like, bro, you can't just take like a video yourself. Like, I got an iPhone, I could just video myself. Like,
Right.
they don't got these type of technologies,
Yeah.
in you know what I'm saying? And they
Like,
got
live
to far,
stream
far
that.
away. Yeah. Hey, yo, girl, I'm live. I'm about to bathe. Look, watch me. Watch me whip. Watch me nay in these waters.
Right?
You know,
But,
like,
no, but they got like holograms and shit.
Right,
They'd be like
right.
sitting in on virtual meetings and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm wondering
Bro.
what this proof is supposed to be.
right? Because
The
Just
hair
water.
is wet. Like,
What is living water anyway supposed to
isn't
be like?
all water technically like living water? I mean, it supports
got
life. Life lives.
Midi
in it.
chlorians in it, yeah.
Midichlorian, bro. Don't talk about that shit over here,
The
bro.
midi
No, actually, you might be right because, and this is the super Star Wars nerd coming at me. In Legends, in some of the comic books, the original Mandalorian, where they base all
Was-
that like literal Mandalore on, had force sensitivity.
Mhm.
If memory serves, and somebody correct me when this
No,
video.
that's correct.
Mhm.
That's why he made the dark saber. That's why he was able to utilize the
Exactly.
dark saber is because they was force sensitive.
Yeah, so
Um,
you're right. It might be midichlorians in that water, and he may gain some sort
I
of.
hope they don't fucking talk about nothing about midichlorians and this shit. 'Cause we left that shit back in the prequels, and I ain't about it. You know what I
I
mean?
like it. I like
I
midichlorians. I like them.
No,
Don't hang out with
yeah,
George
it was
Lucas,
like,
bro.
okay, yeah, that's what
We
That's
might
what
as
I
well.
mean.
We're getting an
Yeah.
Order 66 flashback again, according to that trailer. So get ready.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I imagine that the waters they're talking about are just the like planet, like the waters that keep the planet alive, I suppose, like underground,
Mhm.
like or some sort of cave system or something. Like he's gonna have to do some excavating, to go
Mhm.
find this little lake underwater, lake under the caves, lake under the earth, and be like, oh, I found these waters that are alive or keeping the planet alive. That's kind of I take it like very symbolic. Like if they're already doing baptism, like I'm not taking anything like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like actually this like literal. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, it's supposed to be symbolic and whatever.
Does he take the helmet off, or does he keep it on when he's bathing in the living waters?
I imagine if
You have to, like-
if we're gonna use the context of this episode and they're
Mhm.
baptizing with the water on the helmet, he's
Mhm.
gonna have to baptize himself in his
Mhm.
old suit in those waters with his
Prove
helmet
that.
on.
Okay, so what about this? I got a lot of like particulars I want to work out with you guys now, because can he just say fuck it all and then like just be masked off now the whole time until he gets to the living waters? He's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to redeem
Yeah.
myself anyway.
I mean, it is head armor though, so
Yeah, like he doesn't want
might
to.
want
It blocks
Wanna just keep
lasers.
it
I
on,
know what you
yeah.
mean. Like occasionally he can just take it off now.
yeah,
Because
like when he's in the ship,
Yeah.
he should probably like.
Bo
take that shit
Katan
off.
doesn't wear hers. She
Yeah.
said it's all cult shit anyway. So just take your shit off.
Right.
I don't understand. Like
so
they're
badass in this episode.
I would have just did exactly what she says. Like just go after them and just be like, "Hey, I got the sword. Let's go back to Mandalore."
Yeah.
Like she's
Right.
I think she's gonna be a problem this season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what they're setting up.
She feeling petty. You see her on
Yeah.
that throne, just like
Mhm.
I'm gonna
It's
just chill. For a
Yeah,
little
there's
bit.
nobody there
Yeah.
all by herself. I would have been like, do you want to come with me?
That was a badass
No,
look.
you're just
though.
gonna
That was a-
sit here and chill. I'm gonna have to kill you then. Like you either come with me or I'm gonna kill you. Stay here 'cause I know you're part of
Right,
it.
kid.
Like,
It's like,
pop.
Yeah, that's such a great shot.
Hey, girl.
That's
That's
such a
such a
good
good
shot. I was just like,
Plotting
ooh,
something. I
she's
can't-
looking regal.
Yeah.
No,
can't
she's
let
looking
you
like,
sit there.
bro, come fuck with me. Like, let's, don't fuck with me.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
chilling.
When they
Chill.
flew in and he was telling Grogu it's a Mandalorian castle, I was like, oh,
That's right. I was like, yeah.
nerding out.
And an
and
empty
it-
ass Mandalorian castle. I was like, this does not. She has to be mad.
Well, if you go back to that scene, the implication that Terry was talking about, she's going to be a problem later. If you go back to that scene exactly the way you had it, where she's sitting on the seat, and it's got the over on this side of her, it has the picture of the old Mandalore like fighting
Oh,
right there. You
Yeah.
see them fighting?
Mhm.
Like this is what this. It's almost like as if, oh, this is what she's thinking about, like as like
Yeah.
a
It hangs
forethought
over
or
her
an
head.
eighth thought.
and it's
Yeah.
so
It hang right. I was like, oh, this is foreshadow. Like, if we're gonna have some tribulation between the Mandalorians, this gun is she's gonna be on one side, and our homie Dan's gonna be on the other side, right?
Dan. He's just
Dan?
Dan now.
Damn.
Now on.
Din Karen, what's his name?
No, I agree. I think he's going to be an
Din
interesting-
Djarin, yeah.
Todd Dillerson?
Todd
Dallas.
Ty Dolla Sign, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, she's
Um,
gonna be an issue.
Like that, like carrying that sword. Like he should know that this is the problem from everything he told. Like he knows that sword is like carrying the #1 headband, or actually, it's
Yeah.
like carrying the #2 headband.
Yeah.
Right.
Anybody can challenge you, and it's just
Mhm.
like she's ready to. Like he already got challenged before by the big dude with the minigun.
Right.
So it's just like,
Right.
bruh,
Yeah.
you know she's gonna challenge you. She is
Mhm.
so fucking mad right now.
All
Because
she
he's
can do
trying to
is
hand
sit.
it back to her in season 2. Like, just take it. I don't fucking want this.
No,
Mhm.
It's like, I have to kill you.
It's so interesting, all the little like nuances of like this gang life that he's like not aware of, right? Like
Mhm.
he's like he's like, yeah, just take this. She's like, I can't, I can't. And like, here's the reason why. He's like, that doesn't make any sense. But then on the flip side, she's like, just take your helmet off. He's like, I can't. She's like, that doesn't make any sense.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, bro,
Mhm.
y'all in different gangs.
just-
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get it. Yeah.
Yeah, can you guys get your fucking story straight? Like, list all the
Right.
rules that you guys need to follow.
Right.
There's
there a
different
book?
ways to be a
book
Mandalore. Like
Uh,
there's different crypt sects.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all got different handshakes. But on that note too, while everything is inconsistent, even in that line when he approaches her and she's like, nothing's left on Mandalore but like this, that, and the other thing, right? And he's just like, well, you told me it was like we were able to go to it. Like, what is
You
the story?
said.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, which is it? Yeah,
doesn't
so it's
she's
almost
just like,
she doesn't want him to go.
right. That's what I took from it.
she's like, well, you find out, I guess. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Because she's all
Drake,
like,
I'll
I'm
be
going
back.
back to Mandalore, and now she's all like, ain't nothing there. It's all poison.
Yeah, it's all
I was
poisonous
like,
shit.
but weren't you just trying to go there like 2 weeks ago?
Right.
She's like, no,
Or
that
hurt
was a
your
different me.
feelings?
Right.
Like,
Did you see?
that's all. Like, girl, just take the fucking sword. Nobody would have known.
Did you notice that like she was kind of like playing with her hands too much?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
know
thought
what
she
it
was
was.
doing something with like her control panel to like blow him up when she said goodbye, Din. I was
Yeah.
like, oh god.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Oh, she might be
Shit.
on crack, like intergalactic crack.
Well,
Yeah.
with
It
my
seems like
hands.
you're trying to be too laid back.
Mhm.
Oh, like your
Yeah,
body
with her
language.
leg. Yeah,
You're like a
this-
little bit too
this
laid
is
back
all
right
you've
now.
been doing this whole time in this empty ass fucking room. Just sit.
Right here, I was just like, I don't know. That seems like a poker tail.
Ooh,
Whatever.
because I know you lying, Trick.
Goodbye, Din Djarin.
That was rude.
Yeah.
That's a rude goodbye.
Whatever,
I
goodbye.
don't like
Yeah.
that. She's mean.
Like we're friends.
Like we were friends. Like
We were homies.
got her.
Bro, we
feet.
were good. We were good. You want to be a what? An
I want
armorer?
to be an armorer, man. That lady tight.
You should make some
Mhm.
armor for the Nerd Nation over here, bro. Everybody wants some.
I do. I should probably get some bootleg Boba and Jango Fett pins coming out.
Yeah.
For
What are these? Is that living water right there?
it's doing some strange shit, so it might
Yeah.
There was a podcast that broke this, or a review channel that broke this down as to you adding chemicals to other chemicals for you to be able to forge with it, so that it's sturdy enough, and like it holds the properties of the metal correctly or whatever. Like it's like simple alchemy, and I'm like, it's not simple alchemy. Like I don't know shit about chemistry like this. Like this is some shit. But
Yeah.
you know what? That could be the ingredient that they
Simple
use. Like
alchemy.
it's
Yeah.
never really
Best
stated.
core.
She might need some more of that to be keep forging and
the-
armoring around and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also rather disappointed with the fight with that alligator. That alligator just like mollywopped everyone, bro. And I'm like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was
What-
just like,
what are y'all
why is
doing?
this alligator so fucking tough?
Oh.
Like, also, how did they not know like big ass things like this alligator lived in the water? How does that big
Right.
ass thing really just sneak up?
y'all
on
having baptisms in Lake Placid, bro. Come on, man. We cannot. Like, bro, what? Y'all didn't know? Y'all can see through the waters with those little screens that y'all be doing like that. You know what I mean? Like,
You didn't put like
Infrared in there.
sensors in the water to track like movement if like a sub or somebody was coming in through the water base. Like,
I don't know. It did look pretty cool though.
That thing's in there.
It was a pretty intimidating little
it
monster.
was, but like,
creature.
I mean, Mando killed monsters all the time in season 1. These fools couldn't
Mhm.
even kill this thing.
He
Well, it was
did it with a bunch of old Tuscan Raider people. Remember?
Oh, that's
They're-
true. I mean, they
they're like
took out a
third world
dragon.
guys.
Yeah, sand dragon.
What were you saying? What were you saying, Kirsten?
No, I was saying at least this crocodile thing was tougher than the pirates were. They sucked.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Fake ass
Also-
Davy Jones.
Right?
Yeah, also, they're horrible
Yeah, what
people.
was
Stop trying to drink at a school. Leave the kids alone.
I say
Bro,
we
it is a
drink
school.
here.
Chill out.
Bro, them little kids trying to learn ABCs. You know what I mean? Not Hennessy's. You know what I mean? Like,
They wanted all that smoke. And they got
right.
it.
Which was really cool though, was seeing the
Intergalactic
whales,
space whale.
the space whales.
Yeah.
That's lore.
People do not like perceive those typically, right?
Probably
And also,
not.
How does like hyperspace travel work? Because sometimes it's just like, all right, we're there. And then sometimes we're like, okay, we're chilling in hyperspace. Like we gotta go
Yeah.
It
so
depends
far
how
away.
It depends how far, like whatever different galaxy or
Mhm.
solar system you're going to, is my understanding of it.
Yeah.
Or or the plot, depends on what the plot requires. But like it
Absolutely.
does seem like sometimes they're like going like, oh, this place is on the other side of the universe. Let's go. Or the other side of the galaxy. And we're there. in, like,
Also,
a snap.
are they
And then
listening to
sometimes they're
like, is there an intergalactic radio station? You know, it's
Yes.
like,
Like do people make tapes? We know that there's music. Like,
Mhm.
they're like,
Right,
now,
yeah,
things
they're
that they
tape-
get.
they're
Because I
tape-
know, what was that elephant dude name?
oh, the one that plays the music, the little jazz.
Oh yeah.
He survived. He's still alive.
Uh-huh.
I know he made it.
That's
So
good.
is he still like releasing out mixtapes and stuff? Because I would be doing that all the time.
Look.
Is that all the time? Yeah.
Max
Yeah,
Rebo, that was his name. Max
all that
Rebo. Like,
is.
I'd be like, hey man, I got that new Max Rebo mixtape. What's up? Going down.
Coming to a galaxy near you. Yeah,
I
that's
guess
it.
like if hyperspace was just filled with whale noises though, like it's just kind of soothing. You could just
Yeah.
fall asleep.
But
It's
but
just
you
a
would hope
good-
that you didn't sleep past your destination. You know,
I mean,
I would
I
think
think
your
it
thing
autopilots
would
you
wake
out
you
of it. You know, doot, 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 you're out.
Yeah.
that's true. Like a Tesla, kind of autopilot too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what this
Mhm.
reminded me of is in Finding Nemo when they're going through the tunnel and the
Oh,
water
yeah.
tunnel underwater, and like you see all the life forms around the,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, fucked up pirates and Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed's trying to get him to stay to be a marshal too.
Mhm.
Like he kept insinuating, he's like, "I got this little plot of land for you," and I'm like, "What do you want from him? Like, leave
Yeah.
him alone. Like, you
Mhm.
know, if he's scared, like it's not just to say hi. Like,
Yeah. Right.
like,
Like the Mandalorian is just not gonna just take up a plot of land and just chill for the rest of his life.
right?
That's
He
not
really
gonna happen.
should. He should.
You really should.
Just take him and his little green monster and chill.
Oh,
I love him too. I do love the part where he's just like, I feel like they're talking to the fans when he's just like, no, this is Grogu. And
Mhm.
he's like,
He's like,
oh,
you
whatever,
say
whatever
so.
you want to say.
Yeah.
I was like, no. I feel like he was just basically like in the fan's shoes being like, no, that's Baby Yoda. Like,
Yeah.
right. We all
it's baby.
know.
We know it's Baby
No.
Yoda. You can call him what you want.
We've got the documents to prove it. Yeah.
What are the little creatures that from episode 7, I think it was, or it might have been episode 8, the Babu Frick
Oh,
character?
yeah,
episode
Babu Frick.
9
Episode
when
9,
they
yeah.
did
Like
They're
the best
so
part.
cute.
The best part of episode 9,
Oh, yeah.
basically.
He's fruit. I like
And
when
that
he picks him up and he's like, that baby.
the whole scene when,
Wait, is
when like
that's not the
they're
same
talking-
planet though, right?
No.
It's not supposed to be okay.
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah.
The whole scene though, where like he's talking to Mandalorian and like
Mhm.
Apollo Creed's just like he's trying to say this, and by the third time you're like, bro, I think he knows. Like,
Like he is speaking English to him right now.
it's broken English, but I think he gets it.
We have
I'm like, I
pilot-
understand that shit.
Right? It's like, oh, you bring me part, I fix.
Right. So
He's like,
Then
in
bring
this
him apart, he can fix it.
scene, I thought, like, I legit thought that part of this quest that he's going to go on to get a part for IG-11 is to find the bounty hunter IG-88 and get
Mhm,
whatever part he needs for, because they're the same type of robots.
mhm.
And
Yeah.
so if you need a part and you need a specific part for that type of robot, bro, just like kill the next other robot. That's a bounty hunter that you don't need around in the galaxy anymore, bro. Like, y'all probably are not cool, you know, like just
Mhm,
you can off him and then just
mhm.
bring your
But
homie
he-
back.
But he had a hard enough time trying to defeat the first IG unit. And
He had a hard enough time killing the half a body of IG-11,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, so I was
yeah.
like, I don't know, Blake. That
That
seems
was a
like
scary
that's gonna be
scene.
hard as fuck to do because
Sure.
it's the IG unit, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Easier said than done.
Might as
But
well
maybe,
call him.
Terminator.
maybe IG-88, you know, he's got some years on him by now. He's a little rusted, you know, like
Mhm,
he got a missing part or something, you know, like he don't
yeah.
squeak. He needs some oil. He's kind of
Right.
doesn't
Yeah,
squeak the
maybe.
same.
Died. I think IG-88 might be dead. Somebody killed him.
We're gonna find out in the season, I think.
The thing is, though, I don't understand like replacing his memory circuit unit, right? That's what they're
Okay.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that just like kind of just set him back to being a killing machine again? Because like
I would
you're
think.
replacing his memories. Like he doesn't have like his autonomy
he-
back after he like came to the realization that he's going to like be helping these motherfuckers out.
He
Yeah.
needs new memories, bro. He needs new memories. what he
Okay. All right, sure. But I don't know.
That's the way I took it, right? Like I'm just like this bro needs a complete new brain because the
Mhm.
brain that he has wants to kill Baby Yoda.
Mhm.
And none of us can have this. We can't have him chasing around like the Terminator 2 at the end of Terminator 2, just half bodied, or we can't just, right? Dude,
Mhm.
it was very scary. Like I got very scared.
Mhm.
I was like, oh my God. Like I forgot when you shoot him, the lasers bounce off. This is not fun.
Yeah.
Like how are we taking him out?
Thanks much for that other droid that was just like, how about this statue?
It's just the town's hero. They're like, hey, what the
That was so great too. They had a whole statue for him. I thought that was very lovely and a nice
yeah,
touch.
that was nice.
how do gunfights in the Star Wars universe? I never actually understood like even Western like
Yeah.
Duels?
Western duels, because it's like, okay, you're waiting for this guy to pull out his gun, all right? And then it's like, you want to be first or you don't want to be first. I don't get it.
You
Because
usually
if you want to be first, then you're just like, okay, I got you. But then they typically are like, all
Well,
right, let's wait.
it's kind of that thing, like because you don't want to be like the antagonist. You know, you kind of
Yeah.
want to you kind of want to
You don't
defend.
wanna, yeah. You don't want to be
which-
Han Solo.
You don't want to be Han Solo. We all know the truth.
Mhm.
We've got the
We
documents
know
to
the
prove
truth.
that that's what happened.
we,
Yeah,
we got
we
the
know the
footage.
cover-up story. We
No
know the
matter
cover-up story.
how many times they tried to change it on us, we know the true story. Ain't no
The white guy
McClunky
shot
here.
first. Yeah, white guy shot first.
McClunky.
We know. But yeah, I feel like usually there's a count in Western movies. Like it's sort of like this invisible count to like 3 or 5, and here they're just like, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna? And we're all like, we all know the bad guy. Just go for your gun because Carl Weathers wants to shoot you, and he doesn't want to box you right now, even though he could.
Davy Jones meets Voldemort.
His son
meets Squidward. I don't know what to call this guy.
How does he breathe?
Just
He's a mouth breather.
Mouth breather, just
In the words of Leanne Rhymes, how do I breathe? Yeah, like.
But he was slick with it though, you know.
Was he?
He was slick with it.
He got shot
Like,
in the hand.
That I'm saying, Creed was sick with it.
Oh yeah. Facts, big facts.
Like he was like, I'm not even going to kill you. I'm gonna just disarm you.
Let's break this down. Let's watch this because, yeah, it's staring back and forth. If they would have gone to the eyes, that'd have been like, oh, this is full Western.
mm-hmm.
People are backing up. Boom.
right.
So
Yeah,
he
you
shoots
do see the
him.
alien man kind of go first, and he like his gun kind of looks like it got stuck in its holster a little bit.
Yeah.
Did he? So does he lose a hand, or does he?
No, he just shot
No, he
him
just
right
shot
in
it
the gun.
Yeah,
see, there's
right.
no like hole. I thought he would have lost a finger or something. I don't know how lasers work in
The
this
gun
world.
and it just went out of his hand, kind of like the
Oh,
aliens. Yeah, it would hurt, I'm sure, but you wouldn't lose anything.
Oh, this is where you can see the.
I was also kind of
Isn't
like,
that
where's all
very-
his security? It's like he's a high magistrate. I'd be like, bro, I'm not even gonna like try and fight you. I own the whole
This
planet. I
drip
have
right here,
security
though.
and an army, dude. Like,
right.
I
For
honestly
facts.
was hoping that those two little robots would like grow or something, or like just pull out all kinds of lasers and just kill them.
Oh, that'd be actually kind of
Which I was
sick.
like, one of them would have more purpose than to be like the cape rollers. Like I thought there would be like his super bodyguard droid. That
Yeah.
would-
Bro has that Wakanda drip, bro. Look at that.
I was gonna say he's got like a James Brown type of drip, you know, like
Right,
yeah.
He's got a little chubby finger.
like I
Like
really wanted
cheetah.
those robots to like do something cooler.
Yeah, they don't. They just carry the cape.
Yeah, they just did
carry
their-
the drip.
The literal definition of coat riding, right?
Yeah,
Riding the coattails. That's a literal definition of that.
For sure.
carry the Riz carriers.
The I just found out what that meant on TikTok the other day, and I was very excited.
Same. I had no idea what they were fucking talking about.
Terry, you know what Riz is? It's
No,
what
I'm
the
not on
kids are.
TikTok.
It's what the kids are using Riz as charisma. It's the shortened version of charisma.
Mhm.
And they'd be like, "Do you got the Riz?" And I'm just like, I don't know if that's the
Ritz?
proper sentence.
Ritz crackers?
The Ritz
I don't know
character.
about that. I got the juice.
You put it on the Ritz.
I
I got the juice.
IG8. Oh, man, that guy. I just remember that battle. Because I was like, because like the way that robot is just designed, IG88. I was like, this is the stupidest designed robot I have ever seen. How the fuck is this supposed to be like one of like the number 2 bounty hunter ever? Because like Boba Fett's supposed to be number 1, so IG's number 2. Like,
Yeah.
why? Why is this dude scary? And then when you see this unit just is shooting behind his back and just twirling everywhere, I'm like, oh,
I get it now.
I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, and they're bulletproof. Yeah. Shit, I want one too. Give me like 3 of them, dude. Fuck yeah, they ain't never gonna touch
That's why
me.
he's so adamant. He's like, I need him.
And,
Right,
I
and
guess- and you gotta remember, he hates robots. You remember,
Right.
like he hates robots.
Because a robot killed his family, right?
Yeah,
That's what
robots did massacre his planet. And
That's horrible.
for him to
I'm
be
not-
like, I only like this robot. They're all the rest of them are bad.
It's a huge step for him. He's
Look,
trying.
there's robots and then there's droids. This is a droid, and I like him. You know, trying to say like there's N-words and then there's black people.
Oh,
Wow.
That's how Jim Jordan feels about these creatures.
No, but for real though, in Star Wars, I always thought that was like an unspoken thing because the droid hate. They're like, droids can't come in here. They got to eat where the droids eat. And it's like, at all.
Eat where the droids eat.
They'll use that droid fountain. You can't use the
Sorry, what?
humans only fountain.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta use
Both-
the
what if
droid
they say
door. You
boy?
gotta use the
Yeah.
droid door.
if I'm not mistaken, the Empire is like they're like
Racist?
specious, right? There's like no, they don't have aliens in the Empire. It's only humans.
Oh yeah,
that
no,
they
they're very
use, right?
specious. Yeah. In
Mhm.
the Legends books, they get like explicit with it where they're like, we're gonna kill everybody that's not human, and we're gonna
Mhm.
start today. And it's like,
Yeah,
whoa.
human
But,
supremacy.
like, why?
Yeah.
No, like,
Imagine today. We
Let's talk
discover
racism.
aliens. We
Okay.
discover aliens. Are you going to be like human
That-
supremacy?
The alien's my homie.
Are you going to be human? Are you going to be a human supremacist, or are you going to be with them?
Wow. This sounds so specious.
I'm just saying. Kirsten's like, I'm glad we're
sound
not
like-
alive right now.
You sound like a person.
Black people, how awkward a fucking question is that? Look, these different people, they got different skin.
I'm just saying, like,
You
if it's
Nine.
a
You sound
human
like a
threat,
person. You sound like a person who says "them people" a lot, though.
yeah. I mean, they're not people though.
yeah, I guess
They're not
won't
people. Like, let's
call
say
people.
there's a bunch of cow
Uh-huh.
jaris or whatever hostile towards us.
Mhm.
Are you going to be like humans only?
Bro, let's change the subject.
That was the end of 9.
Oh my
There-
god.
there-
Fictional racism isn't okay? Jesus.
there's I mean, there's a difference, I'd be friendly towards non-humanoid life forms. It's those
try.
aliens that I don't like. There's a difference between aliens
Right.
and non-human life forms. Those aliens,
Right.
they act like they run shit, but the non-humans, those are the good ones.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I can get down with that.
See, I'm getting them on my side. Join the 5-0 didn't first.
I feel like we experienced some growth with this, but not
Mhm.
quite. Not quite.
No. All right. When the day comes, you'll see. Okay.
No
What
voting.
day is this, 9? Do we need to bring Alex Jones in for this day? 'Cause-
Oh God.
When are the aliens?
Yeah, I
coming
want to know
forward?
what Alex
When are
Jones
the
thinks about
aliens coming for?
Well, we all know that since 1948, when they crash landed, we all the documents prove that there are intergalactic beings that they're put. Some of these they're not even costumes; they're actually aliens in the show. We all know, and then they're exposing child pedophilia by having this intergalactic hero carrying a little kid. We all know. We've seen the Balenciaga ads. They're putting it in our face. We know that there's aliens and there's little kids. They're taking little kids and they're making it okay. This is not okay. Everybody save yourself. Save a Groku near you.
Hold on, did you
See a
say
little
Goku or Grogu, or did you say
Grogu.
Groku?
We don't know.
Groku.
This is not Dragon Ball Z. We already know the difference. I've seen that once or twice. I've got Asian friends. Listen, and so we all know if you see a Groku near you, you need to save him. Don't let some sort of metal man, AI, artificial intelligence, is evil. We don't want metal mans taking our babies everywhere across the galaxy. Save it. Save the kids. Everybody go to Infowars.com and go to 9 Nerd Yards. Everybody go.
I guess he could be a metal man. He never takes off his helmet.
Near you.
And we don't know. We don't know what he looks like under there. He could be just a metal man.
They're hiding their faces. It's right in our plain sight. He works for the CIA. We already know these things. They put real aliens in the show. God damn it, 9. Why aren't you listening? Wake up. Pay attention. Save America.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alex Jones.
Got
Do
the
not come back. So, where were we?
I don't know. We got on robot supremacy, and then Alex. I don't know where the fuck we are now.
Oh, got on the being specious.
Oh, woo.
Oh no. This is going off track real quick. We were sort of all over this though, but
Yeah, but it's so short.
yeah, I was gonna say, do we have any predictions essentially for like what happens, where they go next? What happens next? Is there a preview for this episode? There's not a preview for next week yet. There's not a preview for next week, Nat?
I see.
It's not like The Last of Us.
Man being a huge bitch.
Yeah.
Right, but I
And
mean,
I'm gonna
he set
love every
himself up
second of
for,
that.
like, we know he has 2 enemies right off the bat. He now has the Pirate King who's after him, and we do know what's her name, Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's
Tan.
definitely after him. She's so mad.
What about this Pirate King though? Isn't
Like
this
a
the
pile
ugliest
of salad.
motherfucker you've
What
ever
was
seen in your
was he
life?
like a moss man or something?
He is
Right.
literally
Like
just
sweet
swamp
salad.
thing.
He had me
Yeah.
hungry. I was like, I need to go and get some sushi and some seaweed
Yes.
salad.
Like a big salad coming alive.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
He looks like
Jesus.
like a reused or a rejected Swamp Thing concept.
Somebody's
Terrible.
old
Bro.
image and
This is gross.
glued on.
This is one of those real aliens that Alex Jones was talking about that they probably
Also,
used
just
for
like, man,
the
like,
show.
just stop. Like, just stop messing with the Mando. Like, you
Yeah.
tried to like shoot him when he was hanging out with Carl Weathers. That didn't work. And then you tried
Right.
to ambush him with your ships, and that clearly didn't work. And like the Pirate King's like, you killed 4 of my dudes. It's like, well, bro, they were trying to kill me. You wanted me to just
Mhm.
let your dudes kill me just to not offend
Right.
you? Fuck you,
What do you
dude.
want me to do?
And also,
Right.
how many men are you going to lose just to get this one guy?
Right?
That just,
yeah,
like, was
cut your
around.
losses.
In this
You
in
know,
this
like-
world, they're willing to lose everybody to always kill one person. It's sort of a
I
lesson.
was thinking that, like, because I was just like, man, like, because I played this kind of reminds me of No Man's Sky. Like, if you ever played that game, it's like you can
Mhm.
have like the tiny ships, the big frigates, and like you get hunted by pirates the exact same way. You're just flying around, all of a sudden, pirates are coming, and you just whoop their ass, and you're like, why do you people keep coming after
Yeah.
me? Like, how many ships do you want to replace? Because like, I get mad if I have to like replace one of my starships. That's a lot of
Yeah.
money. Just like,
Do
come
you
on,
see
man, you
this,
gotta be
like,
like
wake of
just like a
destruction I'm
business
laying
miner
down?
to be a pirate. I think. Sound like miners.
Yeah.
And dude, your costs are not cutting it.
Yeah, your bottom line is horrendous right now.
Yeah, you're a red miner right now. 4 spaceships, like, or they were only
Right.
yeah, because there were 7 total, right? You just lost 6 and 6 pilots too.
Yeah.
Bro.
My dude,
You lost
you are the
your best.
world's worst pirate already.
Okay, that
Men
goes back to
and
my
money.
point though. These guys roll up to Earth. Who are
like,
you
"Come on."
thinking? You're still going to be like, yeah, okay. I see you guys. The
Well,
day
not the
will come.
pirates.
motherfuckers.
Not
They
all,
will
not
come.
all aliens are bad aliens.
Not all aliens.
Yeah, you ever seen E.T., Jar Jar Banks? I mean, Jar Jar Binks? Like, we.
Yeah, E.T.
These are
is
good
in
aliens.
Star Wars. That's his people
Right,
he is
are
in Star
Jedi.
Wars, yeah.
Shit.
Right.
Mhm.
He was.
Were
He
you
was.
guys
He was played
bothered by the design of the pirate king, though, or pirate captain, whatever his fucking name was?
The Pirate King
Captain
is-
Pirate?
is- What
He
about
just
him?
like it was too Davy Jones for me. It's because it's
Mhm.
Disney,
Yeah.
Disney's seen Star Wars. It was just too much. Like he had the limp and everything, and even the
Mhm.
voice. that
Oh,
he
he's Green
did.
Davy Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a Swamp
Yeah.
Thing meets Davy Jones concept, and even like most of his crew kind of look like fish people.
right. Yeah, it was
Why are
very
there so many
water?
fish people in
new.
space?
That
Right.
that fight though, or that chase scene between the asteroids, that was really cool. That was like
Yeah,
That was
awesome.
fun. That
really
was
dope
fun.
about Star Wars.
Yeah, classic.
And we all know what happens. It's like,
Like he goes, "Does anybody have eyes on the Mandalorian?" Then it cuts to this guy with the biggest buck at it.
If anyone should, you should.
Yeah, this guy should definitely have eyes on him. And I
Those
thought
spaceships-
I thought he did the Empire Strikes Back thing where like he was just on
Hiding
the
in the
back of an
meteor.
asteroid or whatever.
Yeah, I was about
oh
to say
yeah.
the old Han Solo trick. Let me just hide
Yeah,
here.
but he was just like, nope, blah blah blah.
Done zapped them all, bro.
Yeah.
Took him cold. But yeah, there's a little bit of everything I think for anybody to enjoy about this episode.
Yeah.
You see, you get all the gang back, you get some action, get big alligators. You get, again, IG-11, and then you get him on a quest now, which is every episode of Mando. But this
Well, I
time
mean, you get the
around, like,
overall arching quest, like 2 of
Right.
them, basically, because like like they set up everything. It was like,
Mhm.
here's his overall reach thing. He needs to go get the waters of Lake Minnetonka and bathe in them. I don't know what I saw it that time. He needs to go do that. But then now he has like a mini quest to go do that because he needs to get the robot part first, and then
Right.
set up his antagonist, which is like the Pirate King and mean lady Boba Fett. And they need to, like, and so it's like, yeah, it's
We got
set
a lot
up.
going on.
It did a lot of setup in like the short amount of time. I wish it was longer though, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they
Right.
did do a good job.
Yeah, I was
like
a
you don't
fan.
hit a
I'm
home
excited.
run all the time. Because sometimes you got to just load up the bases, and I think that's what they
Right.
did.
They
Yeah.
loading up the bases. Speaking of loading up bases, 9. What is the IMDb score? Is there one on this episode yet?
Probably. You want to take guesses? Let's take some guesses first.
I'm gonna say
8.4.
it made a 9. It made a solid little 9,
I bet they
Mhm.
gave it a 9.5.
just for the excitement of having it back. Probably.
Mhm.
What's that
It's an
score?
8.
9?
What?
Ooh.
8 flat.
Cool.
4K reviews. It's coming off to not the best start.
Not good.
Considering.
I mean,
the
it's
hype
only
that
going to go
went
up from
along
here,
with
though.
guys.
I
Yeah.
think people felt it's too short. Like, what else is going on? Like, yes, you do need setup episodes because the next one might be a 9.6. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You kind of have to have these 8 but it's an 8. It's not like a 6. It's not like a
Right.
you
It's
know 7 or anything. Like,
I'd
I'll
say
take a
an
solid
8
8.
is pretty middle of the road for the Mandalorian. Like it's
Yeah.
Right.
which is
But I
just a lot better than any other.
Oh, that little kid actually has a name. Is he gonna come back then?
Which one?
Look, it says Ragnar. Is that was that little kid, right? At the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
Oh,
Wesley
Oh,
He
Kimmel.
yeah.
has the whole last name. So is he gonna come back?
is that Jimmy Kimmel's kid?
Mm.
I
No.
don't know. Who knows?
I don't know.
know.
Jonathan Kimmel.
No.
Nope. Never
Oh.
heard of him.
There's several Kimmels in Hollywood.
He's the
then.
nephew.
He's
Just
the
said
nephew of.
nephew. He is
Oh,
the nephew of like
he is a nephew of Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh.
God.
nepotism.
See?
Nepotism.
He only got that helmet because of Kimmel.
We got the documents to prove it. Okay, interesting. Well, yeah, I mean that's the score, but let's wrap up this episode and sort of as we close out give any predictions for next week's episode. Let's start with producer Terry. Producer Terry, 1 or 2 predictions for next week's episode that we need to see.
I bet we're gonna run into Amy. I guess this might be a season prediction, but I feel like we're gonna run into Amy Sedaris. Of course, we got to get her fixing the ship.
Yeah.
I also bet they're gonna throw in Boba Fett and be like, "Hey, remember me? I got a show. Don't forget to watch it." They gotta do something for the man, right? They gotta give him like a
Yeah.
really cool episode again, so we can try to watch Boba Fett because that was kind of
Because he was fun to watch in season 2 when he came in. It was fun to see him in
you
there.
were like because you never really saw Boba Fett do anything unless you were like a book reader and know that Boba Fett was awesome. So it was like the first time, movie, TV show people, watchers only finally got to see, oh, Boba Fett is that dude. That's why he was
Right.
the #1 bounty hunter. So hopefully he gets to come on and get some hype so he can remember to watch his show again.
Yeah, lay hands. Lay hands.
Or the other
Kirsten-
Marshall.
Oh, yeah.
He was in the Bacta tank at the end of
That's
Boba
right.
Fett.
Timothy Oliphant. Yeah.
That's my prediction is that I think that Cobb Vanth is going to come back sometime this season. Probably not at the
Okay.
beginning. I'm thinking he's like an end game kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just have like a kind of a thought with this episode is that I love Grogu. I love Baby Yoda. I think he's adorable. And I mean, I live for that little creature. He's so cute. But I think if they keep trying to rely on the cuteness and the comedic relief of Baby Yoda, they're going to run into
It's gonna get old.
It's going to get old. It's already gotten old for a lot of people. A lot of people with Book of Boba Fett were like, oh, okay, well, why is he back now?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think they just need to be careful with it this season. Like, he's
Fair
there,
enough.
but give him some shit to do. Like
Yeah.
the cute baby routine's got to wear off.
Yeah, make him do some chores or something. Kids can't be living for
Right.
free. Like we need
Use
him to
that
do.
force. He's strong.
Yeah,
Let
force
him
something up. Cook something. Make some tea or something. Do something. Yeah, I'm with it. 9. Give any predictions as we wrap this up.
I think there will be some type of Ahsoka cameo.
Mhm.
Trying to
Mhm.
That
cross
new
the
show.
wires there because her show's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Another crossover episode is going to be Joel and Ellie versus Mando and Grogu.
Well, thank you for joining us, folks.
It is going to be just a fight to the finish. That's how The Last of Us is going to end.
This is the way. This is
This is
the way. Well, let's go ahead and round this out. Producer Terry, where can people find you if they want to reach out to you for all things nerd hater related items, or if they want to
As
know where your next
always,
world travel is?
Find me on my Instagram, terryfphotos. Definitely subscribe right now because I'll be in Istanbul tomorrow. I'll be on a plane by this. I'll still be on that damn.
By the
plane.
time that you're watching
15-hour flight total, a 10-hour and
Bruh.
then like a 4-hour.
Jesus.
So that'll be fun.
That's a lot of hours. Get some
Where does
sleep,
that-
Terry. Yeah. Kirsten, where can people find you if they want to reach out to the Daddy Lorian?
You can find me on Instagram. It's Kirsten_Cobb, so my name. And then Twitter is the other place I like to haunt. That's Kirsten Cobb 1. Hit me up. I'm there.
Yeah, let's talk all things Mandalorian related. 9, where can people find you, and what is going on 9 Nerd Yards channel that people need to stay tuned for?
You can find me right here on the YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Been blowing up that, and of course the Patreon, which is $1, and of course we'll be going over Dave, season 1, episode 7 and 8. Wow, we kind of ran through those.
We're
The
gonna be
first season.
piping tomorrow. We're gonna be
We'll be
piping.
piping, yeah, we'll be piping.
Yeah.
So, by the time this goes out, it should be tonight. So you could watch this and then just go watch us some more.
That's gonna be great. Yeah, why not? Well, yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you want to follow me, Money Blake, whether you can find me Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, or on TikTok. You could find my podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or on your favorite podcast platform, iHeartRadio, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are. You can find Unfiltered Bachelor. And again, you can follow us for the next few weeks because Mondays we'll be breaking down one show with Pedro Pascal. That's The Last of Us. And on Wednesdays, we'll be breaking down the other show with Pedro Pascal, The Mandalorian. And you'll see them on Thursdays. And then on Thursday evenings, catch us rolling through Dave's season 1 as we start to wrap that season up and go into season 2 in the not too distant future, ahead of April 5th, Dave season 3 being released. So we've got a lot of stuff that's coming out ahead of us. Go ahead and follow us on Patreon. It's $1, and I know that there's a lot of great stuff coming out on there, and all proceeds do go to charity. So we want to thank everybody out there for tuning in, listening to us morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is. We do appreciate you. And until the next time, we will see you. Peace.